What's good, everybody? It's your brother, Mad Black, the brother who told you not to vote for that intersectional senator, but you did anyway, and now the only thing you got for your vote is some crusty butt cheeks. And I'm black up in your face again with some more pro-black commentary. So by now you've all seen it, and I've seen lots of people on YouTube and everywhere else talk about it. The Democratic state senator for Rhode Island for District 6, her name is Mack, and she posted a video of herself on July 4th weekend, upside down, headstand, twerking her butt cheeks in the air, okay? And thought that this was something cute and something fun to do. And after doing this, she's gotten a lot of backlash and a lot of pushback and criticism by a lot of people about doing this. And she has replied with a lot of arrogance and just a lot of nonsense, basically. She basically is replying like your average, sad to say, like your average hood rat. You know, she's going out there and saying she can do whatever she wants. People can't judge her. And she's not a robot like these other politicians, which is nonsense. You're the ultimate robot. You're the ultimate wind-up toy and mammy mascot for these Democrats when you do stuff like that. Okay? That's why they put you there, Negro. She is a robot. And to prove it is the fact that, from what I understand, in that twerking video, she was the only black person there. There's a bunch of white women out there with her filming her do that, okay, and egging her on. You can kind of hear them laughing in the background. They're laughing at her because they see her as a joke, by the way. All right? I mean, there's probably not too many black people in Rhode Island to begin with. I don't know much about Rhode Island, but I know that much. And she claims that her constituents love her, so they won't see anything bad about her doing this pee-popping on a handstand on video. But let me tell you something, lady. When people voted for you and people put you in the office and people put their trust in you, they're not doing that so you can go on the beach and act like it's Freaknik. They didn't vote for you to act like it's the Greek Fest. They didn't vote for you to act like it's Memorial Day weekend on South Beach, okay? They didn't vote for that. I'm sure, I'm positive of that. Whatever they voted for, they didn't vote for that, okay? And by you doing that, not only have you shown that you are not fit to be in that position in office, because she's talking about how great she is, how she's got all these degrees, and how she's got all this education, and how she's got this position at such a young age, and how she's the first queer black state senate, whatever. She talks about all that, but you've proven that all that means absolutely nothing because you've embarrassed black women. Any black woman who's ever tried to have any type of position where she wants to be taken seriously, whether it be in corporate America, whether it be in politics, whether it just be in local state government. You know, they want to be taken seriously so they can do some good for their community. But you've torpedoed all that with your nonsense. And I don't think she realizes just how much damage she does with nonsense like this. Because what you're saying is, once again, she keeps saying that she has all this education and she's so smart and she got this great position at such a young age. But what you're showing is, no matter how much, or let me say this, because I don't think this way, obviously. I know all black women are not like this, but the message that she's sending is that no matter how much education a black woman has, no matter what position a black woman achieves, she's still no different than your average nasty hood rat, okay? Doesn't matter how much education she has, how smart she is, what position she has, she just can't resist the urge to bust it open and shake her booty somewhere. That's her main goal in life, is to get somewhere and shake her booty. So they probably expect, you know, even though she's not black, they probably expect Kamala Harris to do the same. People probably expect Ketanji Brown Jackson to get into the Supreme Court, lift up her black skirt and start shaking her ass too. These are the things that gets put into the minds of people. And I understand that we should not want to try to live up to someone else's standards, because even Miss Tierra Mack was saying that, like, we can't live up to their standards because they don't like us anyway, which is true, which is very true. But see, she's playing it on the whole idea of we don't want to live up to conservative white standards, but you're still living up to a white liberal stereotype. You're still playing the mammy and the black harlot for white people's amusement. See, white people like little minstrels that do nonsense like this. They love that stuff. They think it's funny. They'll egg you on while you're doing it. And they love treating you like absolute trash and putting you on the world stage to perform and act like a complete buffoon. They love that. They have no problem putting you up front and doing that. That's why they love putting black people in the LGBT community. They always put you up front to be the performer and to do all the hijinks for them. They love that. They love putting you out there as their little black gay mascot. And that's basically what Tierra Mack is. Now, she's done this and she's disgraced herself and her office, and she thinks that she still has her reelection all sewn up. She's not ashamed. She thinks her constituents love her and that she'll win her next election. All she's actually done was shaking her butt cheeks. With every wobble of those crusty butt cheeks, she basically just rang the bell for the next conservative politician to come in there and take that seat from her. Okay? That's basically all she's done. Do not underestimate the conservative, we are the party of decency nonsense. Don't underestimate that. Those people come out and they come out in full force. I've seen it because I've lived here in the South for so long. And I know that these politicians who spew that garbage, it's a lot of BS. They don't mean that stuff when they talk about they're the politician or the party of decency or whatever. They get into just as much nonsense and ignorance as any other politician does. However, presenting that image, they're able to still get elected on that. And they'll convince a bunch of dumb Christians or a bunch of dumb religious people to come out and support them very easily with that narrative. Like I said, do not underestimate that. And yes, that can work in a northern state as well. As a matter of fact, Tierra Mack probably doesn't realize this, but she's probably turned off some of her actual constituents. She claims because she has a few ratchet-ass friends who still support her, that means that the voter base is still going to support her. They might flip over to the Republicans just because they don't want their vote going to some twerking butt cheeks. They want their vote to mean something. They want you to do something. Even the LGBT folks that voted for you at the first time, they might be disgusted by that too. That's not what they voted for you to do. They voted to get rights, but if you're spending all your time getting rights for them, twerking your butt cheeks, they don't want that either. They might flip over to the conservative side. I don't put it past them either, because at the end of the day, white gays are still white. They'll vote for whiteness over their own LGBT rights. That's the one thing a lot of these dumb Negroes in politics don't get. White people will vote for themselves first before they vote for anything else. It's only black folks who vote for all these isms and all this nonsense over their own best interests, because they think they're somehow part of these other ridiculous groups like feminism, LGBT, or whatever, right? But white people don't do that. So she might have just torpedoed her next campaign, in my opinion. Now, I'm sure she'll get out there and probably twerk some more, or she'll be the new standard for that get your booty to the polls ad that they had last year with the black strippers. They don't even need black strippers now. Now they got actual congresswomen who are willing to crack their booty open for votes and get reelected and get to people to come to vote for them. And it shows how little they think of us as black people, that they will put that type of filth out there and think that that's the way to get us to go vote. You know, give us some fried fish, some collard greens, and some chicken and watermelon, and give us some nasty butt cheeks, and that is all we need to be swayed as far as to get black people to vote. And like I said, it's nonsense. It's disrespectful to us, and I'm not going for it. Obviously, I'm not in that district, but I would assume most of the people in that district won't go for it either. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to follow her election just because I want to see where it goes. But I mean, in my opinion, her twerking was probably the least egregious thing that she's done. Because I mean, her career is basically working for Planned Parenthood and teaching little children about gay sex and everything. That's she claims those are accomplishments in her life, killing babies and teaching children about gay sex. So the twerking thing doesn't surprise me. Once I learned about all her history and I looked into her background, the twerking thing doesn't surprise me at all. That's per the course of this type of indoctrination. In fact, I'm tired of saying that there are black women like her. I'm tired of calling them educated black women. She's not educated, she's indoctrinated. She doesn't even realize she's been made into a slave by this liberal mindset. She's been turned into a liberal Mammy Mascot by this mindset. Might as well call her Mammy Mack. You folks let me know how you feel about it in the comments section. And before I go, if you want to learn some more about Rhode Island and how they get down there, I just did a funny video about these Rhode Island police beating up these white students, but it's exclusively on my Patreon. I can't show it here, but you guys can go download that video on Patreon. So if you want to see that video and see my commentary on it, have a few laughs, you can go there and do that now. And I'll post a link to that in my description box as well as the comments section. But let me know how you feel in the comments, and we'll be back again with Mad Black with my foot on these devils' back.